it will also dictate the screen width and all of that, the device width or whatever it's going to use to get that for you. So that's that about that. Can we continue now? Okay. So please don't forget that. Please don't forget that. Please don't forget that. I've been a victim of that and I don't want you to be. So we said first thing first, which we've achieved in just one step, is that we want this thing to disappear when it is what? When it's about 900, which we have achieved. What's the next thing we said we wanted to have? We want to make sure that as soon as this disappears on this side, on this point, we want to have the three should we say, let's call it the menu icons, so that somebody using it would know where to now click to find the icons somewhere around here. So can we do that quickly? Now, one of the secrets around this is to just do more like a span. It's simple. Anyhow, some persons would get an image and just put it there. Some persons, for me, I would just want to work with a span quickly, probably because I can't lay hand on an image right now, or probably because I just want to show you. I just want to show you some tricks around it, some other way around it. So now this is what I'll be doing. Inside of menu, outside this UL, please don't forget that, I'll be putting something like a div, and inside of my div, okay, I'll give it an identifier, an ID, and let me call it menu icon. Let me call it the menu icon. And inside I'll be putting, I want three dash, like 3 lines. So I'll be putting empty span, and I'll style it to give me 3 dashes on each other. Span, this is 1. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? This is 1. Span is an HTML element. You can make it a container, or you can just make it as like a paragraph or something. Depends on what you want it to do, but it's more like a blocky but a very light one. So this is 1, 2, 3. So let's see what we can do with this. Yeah, of course, when you refresh, you're not going to see anything because it's not having anything in it, or I've not added any stuff, so you wouldn't see. You get it? You won't see anything for now. So, but then let's do this quickly. Let's style it quickly. What's its name? The name of the div which houses it is called menu icon. So let's go quickly. Okay, now since we would be having our menu icon to show up when the screen is this way, it's also ideal to simply do the styling inside of the media query. Just style it inside of, since that's where it's going to be relevant. There's no point going out there to do it. I think it also keeps the style safe. So hashtag, what's its name? This. What do I want to achieve? First, menu icon is a div, and I would want it to be like, which is a container. I want it to have some features such as the width. I want the width to be at about 28 pixel. I know why, I'll tell you later. And I want the height to be 30 pixel. You remember we made the height of menu items UL there. Where is it? Okay, there was a part. Okay, we said the li should be 30, the list should be 30 pixel, because we know we are going to have some margins 10 up, 10 down. Added to this will give us what? 50. The height will become 50. So all I'm just saying is that don't worry, even if you're not getting the math before the codes, once you code it and you feel like something is not right somewhere, you'll be able to adjust it yourself. One of the secrets is for like divs or containers where you don't really see it, to make it visible for you to be able to adjust, just simply add probably a border. Okay, border may distort, just add like a background color so that you know where the div is and what you have to do. Let me give you an instance for what we've just done. Background color, let's say it's blue. I'm refreshing until let's see what we did just made sense. Are you seeing it? Can you see the blue div we just created? Now one of the things is one of the problem, let me say, one is glued to the top, which you don't want. So we want to give it a little space from up and down, which will now be the margin. So that's one of the first things we'll be doing. So like I said, once you don't know where anything is, you can just put, once you don't know where your div is and it's not giving you what you want, you can always put like a background color to find it and to be sure of everything. So margin top and bottom, we want 10 pixel. Left to right, I would say we should put something like 20 pixel left and right. Now I will do something like this. Let's see the effects quickly. Are you seeing that? It's more like at the middle now, because we know the whole height from here to here is what? 50 pixel. So let's continue. Okay. Okay, so at this point, the next thing I want is this. I want the menu to come to the right. I don't want it to be at the middle. I want it to go to the right. Can I try this? Display inline block. Just watch out. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing it has gone to the right? Now, yes, I am not doing float chart or anything. I said display inline block. You remember the other time I said there are many ways to get around this whole thing. Now, I purposely used inline block just to, lay more emphasis on something. Look at this div. Look at this arrangement. The menu is this way. Inside of the menu, we have what? The UL. Now, even if the UL is disabled, or more like we asked it, we said the display should be none when it is 900. We said the display should be none, meaning it shouldn't show. It simply means that this other guy would want to take menu icon, want to continue its place. However, when I say it should come in inline, I mean it should queue up with this. Inline block simply means it should fall into place, more like join the line. Now, yes, this is showing none. Another thing that would push it to the right automatically is the fact that the container in itself, let me see, which is menu, let's go up. The container in itself said all text align right, so it pushed all of its contents to the right. So when I say fall into place using inline block, it will simply obey every other command that follows suit. Now inline, like I explained initially, is come into line, and block behave like a block. Yes, because it's a div, it's a block. However, it's good to still put this to to be how would I put it now? To be more, like you are reassuring yourself that it's really behaving like a block. I know it's more like tautology, but it does no harm. It's not going to add any stress to your work, to your load. However, it will make you very sure that yes, all is right and all is well with that container. So I think that's one thing I felt you guys should note. So that's that. I will be removing the background color right now, since we have, sorry, okay, I'll be removing the background color right now. For that, for the container. And so we want to put the real thing inside. We want actually 3 lines, and I think with that line, those lines should be blue. What did we use to put as something that we would use to make out the lines? Span. So let's do this very quickly. This shouldn't take us so much time. Let's see. Menu icon, span. Yes, I can talk to span. I don't really need to. It's a two-way thing. Since I don't give it an ID, I can call the element. So when I say span, every span answers me. Span, span, span. all answers. Remember when we were doing the thing about div in the first video? Okay, so or in the first part of the videos. So let's do this. I want the width of the span to be 20 pixels. Since okay, I want it to be 20 pixels. I want it to act as a block. Display what? Block. Then I want it to have a height of 2 pixels. I want it to have a height of 2 pixels. And I want the background color to be blue. I also want it to give itself space. Now let me show you something quickly. Sorry, I have to keep showing you so that you get used to it. Now for what we've done so far, let's see. Are you seeing this blue? Can you see it? This is a combination of 2 pixels, which gives you about 6 pixels. There are no lines in between, no spaces in between. That's why it's looking that way. So I actually purposely showed you that so that you wouldn't get lost. You would know where we are and why we're doing this. So let's do this quickly, right? Good. So I would be like add up margin, not margin top bottom 2 pixels, and I know I have 30 pixels, so let me just quickly do the math. That would give me 6 like there are 3 lines, so from the 3 lines I'm going to get 6 margins. Up down up down up down. Don't worry, once you try it, you don't get it right, you keep adjusting the figures, but for me sometimes I like doing the maths straight up. 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 3 span, 3 lines. I know I have the total height of 30, so I want to calculate out the margins. 2 6. Out of 30, when I take out 6, I have 24. Now each of them have 2 margins, so total I'll be having 6 margins. So when I have 24 left after the height, taking the height of each, I can divide 24 by 6 and I'll get 4 pixels. So I can simply say up and down, put 4 pixels for each. Then left to right, if the width is 20 and I have 28 here, it means I can put 4 to the left and 4 to the right, right? Okay, so if you leave margin this way, 4 pixels, where you don't specify up and down, left and right, it's going to do it all round. When you leave it this way, margin will be 4 pixels up, down, 4 pixels left, right. When it's the same thing, you can simply do this. It's a shortcut. So let's see if this will make any effect. I've just refreshed the page, and so let's see if this will be evenly spread as well as make a difference. Can we see this? Evenly spread with a clear difference. So I think that's that about that. Something is looking irrational here in the height and this, but for now let's let that lie. Okay, I'll be leaving the window this way so that we don't have to do too many refreshes to save us time. So that's that about that. Okay, so let's move on. The next task, we've achieved 2 things now. We've learned how to remove the items, which is this, the menu items. We've learned how to what? Replace it with or create this, which means as soon as this disappears, this guy appears. Do we get it now? The next thing is we want to make it clickable. First, look at my cursor. It's it's not looking like something like this. It's not looking pointed like this. You see here you have like a hand, while here you have like an arrow. You just want to give it that little feel. You can add any juice of hover or whatever you want to put, but for now I just want to put a pointer a cursor, sorry. I want my cursor to be pointer, not an arrow.